Hi, welcome to ingvid.com. I'm Adam. In today's lesson, we're going to look at another phrasal verb using the verb come. Now again, what are phrasals? Phrasals are a verb and a preposition that together can have many different meanings apart from the words themselves. Now, I know that there are many phrasal verbs with the verb come, but I've only chosen these two. These are the most common ones we're going to look at today. If there are other ones that are not on the list, by all means, please put them in the forum on ingvid.com in the forum section. If you want to talk about other ones, if you want to ask about other ones. But today we're going to concentrate on these ones here. Come up with and come up against. Actually, I should probably just put this here so there's no confusion. Come up with, come up against, come across, come around, come out, sometimes come out with, come apart, come on, come into, come over, and come in. So let's get started. So come up with. When you come up with something means that you either produce it or that you think about it, okay? So if you come up with a plan, for example, means like we had a problem in the office or in the business and we needed to fix it. And I asked all my staff to come up with a plan or come up with an idea or come up with a solution to try to fix this. So somebody came up with it means they thought about it. They used their imagination, they thought, and they came up with a plan. But you can also use it with other things, not just ideas. So I have a project, but I don't have enough money for this project. So I asked my friend to help me out, maybe talk to some of his wealthy friends and maybe sell them on the idea. And to my surprise, he came up with the money. It means he produced it or he found it. He was able to get this money. So come up with thought or actual thing. Usually money, we use it with come up with the money. And we would say the money more than money, obviously. Okay? Come up against. So come up against means you suddenly face an obstacle or a struggle, some sort of problem, but usually it's an obstacle. Now, this could be physical. I'm walking along a hiking trail and suddenly a tree fell over and blocked the way. So I came up against this tree and now I have to figure out how to get around or over it, etc. More commonly, we talk about this in terms of abstract ideas. So I am trying to run for president of my country. And I thought, okay, easy. Everybody loves me. I don't really have much competition. But suddenly, the opposition party put in a candidate, and I have to come up against him. Basically, I have to come up against a worthy opponent, and now I have to fight. I have to struggle to continue on where I'm going. So that's come up against, something not good. Come across. Again, there's the literal one, means come across something, so basically move. But again, somebody is coming across to my side. But more commonly, to come across, and we usually use it with as. If someone comes across as something else, means he or she appears to be something that maybe he or she is not. Okay? So I met this person the other day, met him for the first time, and he really came across as a friendly guy. But then later, I found out that he's really not a very nice guy at all. I can't use the word here on the video, but there's another word for him that he actually is. So he came across as friendly, but in reality, not very friendly. Okay? Come around also has a few meanings. One, basically, if somebody is trying to change my opinion, or I want to change somebody else's opinion, okay? So I persuade this person to think that my position is better, and I convince and I talk and I talk and I talk, and finally, this person thinks, yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. So he came around. He came to my side of the argument. Come around, can also mean if you're passed out and somebody's trying to revive you, they give you some smelling salts or they throw water on your face and you come around. Oh, where am I? Oh, okay, I know where I am. I came around. I regained consciousness. I regained my bearings. Okay, that's come around. Now, a little bit more casual use. If I say, I see a friend of mine, haven't seen him for a long time, and I say, yeah, I live just over down the street, come around sometime. Come around means visit in a very casual way. Just come around whenever you're ready, come to my place. Come out. Now, a few meanings here. Come out basically means just step outside of something. So come out of the house, come out, let's go play tennis, whatever. Come out, the more common use, and you might have heard come out of the closet. So this is basically a gay person or a lesbian person or LGBTQ. I'm not sure how many letters there are now, but if somebody comes out, means they reveal their secret. They don't hide anymore. So before we say they were hiding in the closet and then they came out of the closet, means they made it public that they are gay or lesbian or whatever. Come out with, if I say somebody's trying to tell me something and I'm very impatient, I just come out with it already. Just say it. Come out with. Say what's on your mind. Don't wait. Okay? Now, if I also say, I invite my friend to come out, so I say, yeah, I'm going out with my friends to a movie next week. Why don't you come out? Basically, come with us. Okay, that's basically what it means. It means go out and have a good time. Come apart. So apart means separated. So come apart basically means something falls apart or is destroyed. So for example, my shirt, if somebody pulls on it, it'll come apart. It'll fall apart. But we can also talk about a person's emotions. So if a person has come apart, means he or she lost control. They just lost their emotional control. Something happened. Maybe they're having a nervous breakdown, but we say they've come apart. They've lost control, like their emotional insides are destroyed. Okay, let's move on. Come on, again, a few meanings. Come on means hurry up. Come on already, let's go, come on, come on. So this is a very common use of the word come on, to hurry somebody up. But another meaning is somebody, like let's say, tells me a story. And he says, you know, I won the lottery. I won $100 million. Come on. Means like, really? Or I don't believe you, or you're joking. That's another meaning of the word come on. Another meaning is more of a sexual nature. If I go to a bar and I come on to a girl, means I'm trying to get with her. Okay? I'm maybe saying some things to her, maybe trying to touch her a little bit. Usually it's not a good thing. It's not a positive meaning of the word come on. And sometimes we just say it as a noun. It's a come on. Come on as one word, basically meaning somebody trying to get something from somebody else. Man or woman could go both ways. Come into. When you come into something, and again, like the most common is money. Come into some money. What does that mean? Basically, it means you inherit or somehow you found or managed to get. So my friend's grandfather passed away last week and it was very sad, but suddenly he's come into some money. It means he inherited. Now he has a little bit of money that he didn't have before. You can also say something comes into fashion. If something comes into fashion, it becomes fashionable. So fashion is more of an idea or a circle that everybody tries to live in. And something comes into fashion means everybody's starting to use it. Everybody's starting to think it's popular and like it, etc. We can also say come into use. It's basically the same idea. So 20 years ago, the internet was just starting to come into use, but now it's everywhere. So come into use, starting to become more and more popular as something to use. Okay, so now we have come over. Now, for some reason, I get asked about this one all the time. People don't know what come over means. It's very simple. It means come over here. So if I say to somebody, why don't you come over sometime? That means come visit. I'm inviting you to come visit me wherever I am, usually my house. So, but you can also call somebody on the phone, hey, what are you doing? Nothing? Oh, can I come over? Technically, it should be, can I go over? But everybody just says come over, means can I visit? Very simple. That's really the only meaning to come over. Now, come in has a few meanings. The literal meaning means come in from outside. So it's cold outside, I say come in, warm up a little bit. So come inside. Now, if you go to a store and you say, oh, I heard there's a new book by this author. I want to buy it. Oh, it hasn't come in yet. Basically means it hasn't arrived. So like fashions or like new technology, if you go to a store to buy a new phone or whatever, your model hasn't come in yet. It hasn't arrived in stock. Now we also use it, for example, in sports, in a race. Everybody's racing and I finished the race, but I didn't win. I came in third place. So basically, in what position you finished the thing. Your sports team didn't finish at the top of the league, but it came in second, which is not bad at all. Another meaning for come in, we also sometimes say come in handy. If something comes in handy, means it's very useful. Oh, this is a good pen. This will come in handy when I'm trying to write my notes, right? So it comes in handy, very useful. Now, another meaning that's sometimes a little bit confusing, if you say to somebody, here's a situation, we need to fix this, and that's where you come in. It means this is where you play your role. So I'm just going to write this for you. This is where you come in. This is where you start doing what you do, right? But you can talk about anything, like it doesn't have to be a person. So we're talking about the government, and we have an election, and we have all these candidates, and there's always going to be a problem of who gets the most coverage. That's where the media comes in. Okay, so that's where the media enters this discussion, enters this equation. The media will play a role in deciding who gets more coverage on TV. Okay, so that's basically in, and we've come, I've looked at all of these, and let's go a little bit of a review. And I just remembered, I just came across another meaning to come across, okay? Come across also means to find by accident or to discover something. Sorry, I forgot to mention that one before, but I just came across it right now as I was looking. If you're walking along the street and you come across a wallet, you pick it up, you find out who it belongs to, and you return it to them. Or if you're reading a newspaper and you come across some very important information, so you discover this information and you use it for whatever you need to use it for. But now we're actually really good. I've come across all the meanings that we need to use. So if you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions about it, please go to ingvid.com. There's a forum there. You can ask all the questions you have. There's also a quiz you can take to test your knowledge of these phrasals. And come back again. See us again soon. Bye-bye.